Hey guys, this is YGO Silence coming at you with my Darklord deck profile. Quickly before we get into the video, I would like to do a quick channel update. So the Phantasm Spiral deck profile I posted the other day, I took that deck down to my locals and participated in the 35-man tournament we were playing. I ended up going undefeated and winning, and I actually beat a few True Draco players and a few Zoo players, so if you've not seen that deck profile, I would highly recommend it. But anyway, let's get right into the video. Start off, 3 Ixchil. Ixchil is a bad bitch, can do a lot of stuff, really does allow you to get your graveyard engine going. This card is almost always live and a free draw too, and getting cards into your graveyard is just awesome. Highly recommended at 3. I understand that it's expensive, but definitely if you're running this in any competitive setting, you need 3 of these. 3 Nostin. Nostin is really good because he's kind of your backup man. Stuff hits the fan and you just, you brick real hard and you can't do anything. Nostin is the way to go. You always have him live because most of this deck, it's a pure Darklord build, so it's very easy to special summon him. Alright, next you run 3 Superbia. Superbia is one of the best cards in the deck. It's a trade-in target, it's a lure target, allows you to special summon and swarm the field very easily using its effect. And then it allows you to get spare monsters on the field to tribute off for your Vanity's Fiend. So it's just an awesome card to have, and you must run 3. Alright, next you run 3 Ukobak. This is the newest Darklord. It came out in Duelist Saga. Not a lot of people are talking about it, and I really do like it. It fixes a lot of problems. It's one of the only normal summons you run in the deck. And it's just very good at just sending a card and then just working off it. It's a very strong combo piece, and I would say run it at 3. Next, we're going to run 2 Zerato. Man, Zerato is a double-edged sword. So, for the longest time, I ran him at 3, and I really do like him. He is a trade-in target, he's an allure target, and I was like, man, you can't not run him at 3. I was wrong. You must run him at 2, maybe even 1, because this guy bricks everything. I don't know how often I drew into 2, and I just looked at it, and I'm like, well, dang, I can't do anything. Past turn, I can't even summon. Just have your way with me, opponent. And he's great. His Regeki effect to just nuke their board is awesome, but having 3 just bricks and lends even more bricking to have already, a deck that does brick very often. Next, you run 2 Vanity's Fiend, 2 Darklord Christia. So, this deck, one of the things that it's very, very good at is just swarming the field with big, heavy-hitting monsters and then dropping a Vanities. Alright, and then you just look at your opponent, just kind of smile at him and say, I hope you draw into Regeki, otherwise you're done. Because that's pretty much how it works. If you go first and you just go off, which this deck can do, you either go off or you don't and you just drop a Nostin. But if you go off, your opponent is in trouble. These cards, you could summon this off of Superbia's effect, and it's just very easy. Once you get this graveyard engine going and just cycling through it, your opponent's not doing much. You run 1 Amdusk, 1 Maxi. Amdusk is a combo extender, and he's kind of, a saving grace in this deck. When stuff goes down, and let's say you are board wiped, and you can't get to your contact because your contact is in the grave, usually you'd be like, well, dang. But if you have Amdusk in your hand, you could actually pull that contact out of the grave and then still survive. So it's very good. But don't run more than 1. Maxi, you can only run 1. I would say, actually, though, don't run any more than that, because Zoo is a thing, but you still don't want to clog your hand up with them. Next, on to the spells. 3 Contact, 3 Banishment. These are the, Darklord exclusive spells of the deck, and they're very good. This is just a generic Rhoda that allows you to just search any Darklord. It's a very strong combo extender, and you want to see at least one of these in your opening hand. It's very easy to get to them because of the strong draw engine this deck runs, but just having them at all times is just very important to this deck. And then the way this deck works is you could actually search twice, even though they both have a hard once per turn clause in their card effect. But because of how the monster effects are worded, that doesn't apply, and it's only the effect that is activated, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Next, the draw engine. You run 3 trade-in, 3 allure. So this deck, like I said, it is kind of bricky. The draw engine makes it playable. It does not make it better. So having just all rank 8 monsters pretty much makes it very difficult to just make some plays. And sometimes, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh gods kind of kick you in the nuts. And I'm sorry, but this is all you can do to really help it. Next, your one-ofs. You won 1 Soul Charge, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Regeki. So Regeki, board wipe, you know, good, you know. Having Regeki in your hand is never bad. Foolish Burial, you're always going to want to shoot off a Christia or a Superbia, and then just kind of make your plays from there. It's just very good in that way. Every once in a while, I'll actually find myself shooting off a Ukubak, and then using Ukubak's effect once I summon him from the grave to send off like a banishment or something. And that's nice sometimes, but it's not usually what I do. Then 1 Soul Charge, because Soul Charge is good. Alright, next we're going into the traps. I run 2 Rebellion, 1 Enchantment. Enchantment I'm iffy on. It's very nice when you're trying to just turn 1 kill some, or, you know, your first turn just take him out. And it's very nice to swing for game. Use this with Nostin to summon Nostin, and then use the effect from Grave and take their monster. And that's really nice, and, you know, sometimes it's really cool, and you look very good when you do it. But I find that Rebellion is almost better all the time because of its ability to just... It's a non-targeting destruction. Pop 1 card on the field. It's very good to just get over a lot of stuff, and... to me, I feel like that's a lot better, so I would actually switch that up and pull the enchantment and put a Rebellion. Next, you run 2 Call of the Haunted. This has a very strong graveyard engine in it, and you really want to be able to just cycle through everything you can from your graveyard. And so Call of the Haunted really helps that. I actually only have 1 super hair, and the other one's common, and I'm really salty about that, but it's fine. Alright, next we're going off in our extra deck. So, first off, you're going to run 1 land, or... you need to run Lancelot. Let's just put it like that. You need to run Hope Harbinger. You need Lancelot. This deck loses to board wipes more often than not. You know, game 2, game 3, they're going to side every board wipe they have. And so being able to negate anything is just fantastic in Lancelot. I know he only has 2k attack, but honestly, people don't often just normal summon 2k beaters unless they're running some weird Phantasm Spiral deck. Like, what the heck? And so... he's very good to run. Hope Harbinger, you know, he's big. Depending on what your opponent's playing, you know, always keep him ready. He drops spells, and he just eats them for breakfast. Literally, he takes the spell and eats it, so it's really nice to have. Always run the Galaxy Eyes engine. I don't have all the Galaxy Eyes at the moment because they're expensive and I can't find them. 1 Big Eye on the off chance you get 2 Nostin out. Really doesn't happen often because you can only special summon 1 Nostin per turn, and that includes from the graveyard, so you're very rarely going to get Big Eye out, but it is nice to have the option. Zombie Stein, I would definitely up this to more than 1, because Zombie Stein's just a big 4500 beater. You really don't even use it as effect that much. It's just really nice to be able to just nuke somebody and just get over just about anything they throw down. Then finally, 1 Heretic Sun, Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. This card looks cool. It is very nice getting over a lot of stuff, just popping a lot of stuff, and then you really don't have to worry about discarding much in this deck, except for the spell cards. So that is my Darklord deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.